have a problem with the PC. When I'm just gonna type it. Problem with the new PC. So when installing the GPU driver, same as before, it crashes. We're gonna pin this in case somebody has a solution. My only like logically something with the graphics card, but it's like you worked before, so it should be fine. We could switch to maybe a bro. What is this? Nah, what is this, bro? What is this doing? That's the subtitle thing going on, bro. What? Can't we do a normal text? Text. I probably on PC Windows on the corrupts Windows. Any ideas? All right. Just so people see that it's not an error. Okay, I'm gonna switch the graphics card, I guess. It's just annoying that you have to reinstall Windows. Alright, should we get a 5060? I guess. Alright, so I have 5060 instead. Oh no. Let's turn it off. I only had 16-pin cable now. Oh my god. It's such a strange problem. I should maybe ask ChatGPT what it thinks could be. Right, quick release for the GPU. Let's see. I mean, that's convenient. First time using that. But I don't like the installation of this when you have a quick release. Right, so we need power. I just stuffed all the keys. All right, 8-pin. Let's fire this up. So it could also be a problem with. Do you know what it could be? it could be a problem. Oh my god, I should have looked this up before. Should we reconnect the 5070? You know what it can be? It could be. I'm gonna disconnect the DisplayPort. I'm thinking like this. The reason why it cooks the PC when installing the driver is because... Oh, it's working now. You know what? Either it's the graphics card. You gotta connect the HDMI also. All right. So my first thought would be this: when you install the driver, it's using the full capacity of your graphics card slot, and maybe that's corrupting the PCIe lanes, or not corrupting per se, but utilizing the full. And that takes the bandwidth. What, like some SSDs, the Gen 5 SSDs, can't run both the PCIe slot and the M.2 slot at PCIe Gen 5. That might be a problem, like the reason why. But then it shouldn't work with the 5060, to be fair. Alright, now I have an image. I'm gonna this like capture card is kind of moved. It's almost you have to disconnect it and connect it again. Alright, did that work? Yes. Alright, good. Let's duplicate these. Alright, so if that's the case, how do we fix it? But why did the 5060 work? That doesn't make any sense. If that's the problem, then I should be cooked. What should we do? And we're back. Yes. But we have a problem. So I can remove that now when it's working. Yeah, but that's the strange part. Why does it happen? Like, as soon as we install the driver, Windows crashed, and inside of BIOS, it doesn't see the SSD anymore, the M.2 SSD. Why does it crash when installing the driver, and why doesn't BIOS see the M.2? The only logical explanation would be that the motherboard wants the GPU to run at PCIe Gen 5. And when you install the driver, it like enables PCIe Gen 5 for the graphics card. But some motherboards, I've never had this problem. I like theoretically heard about it. But when your graphics card runs at PCIe Gen 5, your M.2 slot can't run at PCIe Gen 5. So if you have a Gen 5 SSD, then maybe it can't read that SSD anymore. That's like the only logical explanation I can think of. But does the 5060 run at Gen 5? I don't think so. Only the 5070, right? 5070. 5070 runs at PCIe Gen 5. 5060 runs at PCIe Gen 5. 5070 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 runs at PCIe Gen 5. 50 Is that why the 5060 works but not the 5070? No. 5060 also uses Gen 5. So I'm not sure why that happened. Well, so that's not good. Can we check in BIOS maybe? What's it doing? All right, we're gonna run this one. I'm gonna disable Windows updates so we can connect internet to this. I want to make a video. Should you update Windows? So we're gonna do this with this PC later after we've compiled shaders and done all that. Wait, so we might, oh my god, so we might have to reinstall Windows again shortly. So I'm not gonna install anything else. Did this install? Yeah, it did. How high is this supposed to boost? I don't even know. We're gonna overlook this tomorrow. And see what happens. But what am I supposed to do? What's the... I kind of want to ask ChatGPT, but this is too specific, I think. It's not gonna help us. Okay, I'm gonna try this. We're gonna restart the PC. And then I'm gonna put back the 5070. Because I really want the 5070 to see the full editing capacity of this. If it makes a difference. Okay, so we're gonna unplug the 5060. And if it doesn't recognize SSD now, then it's gotta be that the 5060 only runs at PCIe Gen 4. And it should run the PCIe Gen 5. Maybe it's like a mode or something. I don't know. Alright, taking out the 5060. Putting in. That's a good part. Like if you build a PC and you don't have spare parts, I did not up the BIOS. That might be a problem. Also, that there's a problem with this BIOS. Oh, you know what? We should have looked into that before I did this. Oh my god. I should have looked. Maybe there is like a problem with the 50 series graphics card. Up the BIOS to fix it. Alright, we're doing the method, you know, when you try one thing at a time to see if you find the problem. Bro, I hate the quick release. It's just so hard to plug in the graphics card again. Bro, what is this? Alright. 57 is in. Power is on. Let's see what happens. It's just a weird problem. Like, alright. Keyboard is lining up. That's a good sign. Please. But I kind of don't want it to work now. Because why did it happen 2 times in a row? And then now it started working. Out of nowhere. Nope, it's not working. I'm just getting a bit... Alright, sometimes this can happen. First time. When you boot. So let's try and restart again. Alright, if it doesn't work again now, then it's 100% the graphics card. Or the Gen 5 problem. I theoretically, if we move the SSD to the lower slot, then it should be able to read it. Or if we I wonder if we have to do it from BIOS, maybe like force the graphics card to run a PCIe Gen 4 instead. Yeah, it's not working. Or this graphics card might be cooked. Alright, switching back to the 5060, and then we're gonna update BIOS. Yo! Alright, let's boot up and see what happens. Power on. It's just a strange problem. Like, it's gotta be the PCIe Gen speed thing. Yeah, and it's working now. But last time, it corrupted Windows, so I had to reinstall it. It has please wait. Nah, it's not working. So, oh my god, we have to reinstall Windows again. I'm gonna go into... But doesn't matter, like... Right, I'm not gonna install Windows again, only to get messed up by this. So, let's see. I took a picture of the BIOS version before. Alright, let's see here. Asus Prime said 890. Let's see here. Alright, support. I doubt this is gonna be a problem. Okay. Why is this in Swedish, bro? I hate when resellers like auto direct you to Swedish. I don't understand shit on this side, bro. And then you can't switch back to English. That's just great, bro. Yeah, at the bottom you can switch language. All right, English, global English. Oh, great! So now it's like lost what side I was on, bro. I regret getting an Asus motherboard so much. Should just have gotten the MSI one. This website is so bad. What is this? Oh my god. Support finally. Driver and tools, BIOS software. Oh no. Oh no. There's only two different versions. Hmm. ASUS on the pain. Yeah, the thing is, this motherboard was on sale, and it retails for higher than the one that I wanted. But I wanted the MSI one just because overclocking on MSI is just way better, and like the software and everything. So like I like MSI. But then 2 days after I ordered the ASUS motherboard, they drop the price on the MSI one. Oh my god. Just my luck. Alright, I took a photo before when we were in BIOS, and the current BIOS version was 0407. When did that release? Should we just get the latest one? Oh, this is not good. So my BIOS version is 0407. On their website, it's 19001753_S. This is not good, bro. Why is it so different? It's not the newest. I did not update it when installing it. But something is wrong here because my BIOS version doesn't exist. But it is the right product page. Prime, ASUS Prime Z890P Wi-Fi. It says the right. This is not good. Why isn't my BIOS version available? Let's search ASUS Prime Z890. Yo, CV. We're having some problems. BIOS. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. My main idea what's happening is when installing the driver, the motherboard runs the GPU at PCIe Gen 5. When it runs that at PCIe Gen 5, it can't run both the SSD and the PCIe. So both of them on every motherboard in the world runs on the same PCIe lanes. But a lot of motherboards auto changes the speed and the gen and like all of that. And from what I've I don't really I don't use PCIe Gen 5 basically, so I'm not accustomed to that. But my main idea is that when it forces the graphics card to run at PCIe Gen 5, it can't run the SSD and the GPU at the same time. So then it switches over or can't switch over and then crashes, or it switches over but then crashes and corrupts the SSD for some reason. Yeah, so the problem, like I said that before also, the top slot and the GPU top slot both run at Gen 5, and you can only have one of them. Yeah, exactly. So that could be a problem, but that shouldn't be a problem. Like, you're supposed to be able to run them both. But maybe PCIe Gen 5 is just too new. So I don't know. That's why we should always, like, when you have problems, just update BIOS and see where you land. But now there's a new problem. The BIOS version I have doesn't exist on their website, and that should tell you that you're on the wrong support page. But there's only one for this motherboard. So I'm not sure what to do. We could try to force the SSD. I'm not gonna use Gen 5 speeds either way, so we could force the SSD to run at Gen 4. That should fix it. I'm not installing Windows a third time to gambit and like try to fix it. I did ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT didn't know about this motherboard. It's too new, I think. When not as ChatGPT, yeah, that's my first thought. Also, maybe if like ChatGPT could find another support page which has my BIOS model, maybe that's would be good. But it doesn't seem to be anywhere. Like Google doesn't found it either. Or you know what it could be? We need to search for it on the Swedish website because it can't like they have different markets maybe. Let's see here. Asus. Switch to Swedish. I hate Swedish, bro. All right, support. This is just a strange problem. This shouldn't also. And if this is a problem, the motherboard when you reboot should say, "Oh, you just switched the graphics card to Gen 5." Maybe it doesn't support it, and then like show you an error message. But no. All right. No, it's the same versions of the BIOS. No, it's not. Wait, 04. Okay, now it's working. So that was the problem. That's a scam. Okay, they can't have different BIOS versions depending if you're on the .com or the .se website, and then not show you. So if I search for my BIOS version, it should tell you right away, bro, you're on the old BIOS on the Swedish market. That's a scam, bro. All right, good thinking. All right, so let's download the latest one here. When was this released? 2 months ago. All right, download. We're gonna start with this. Don't want to install Windows again, bro. All right, extract. We're gonna put that on a USB. Oh, BIOS renamer, bro. Why can't they just rename it by themselves? All right, so we just run the renamer. Do we have to do anything else? All right, the BIOS file has been renamed. USB, copy. My 12700 KFPC says fail test. Ooh, right away or after a while? That is not good. Bro, why does everybody have like a crown, bro? Can we turn this off? You can't. What is this? This is a scam. 5 minutes. How many passes does it do before it crashes? It has one pass? Or does it not complete any pass? Alright, let's restart the PC, go into BIOS and see if we can update. Do we turn off power? Alright, should we switch back? Because I need the 5070 to work. Keep it. I'm number one! Well, you should be number one. You're a very active chatter, but if everybody that comes onto the stream gets like, you're number 2 now, that's a scam. Victory crown count. So 1 passes. So what that tells you is that something is wrong with either your RAM or your CPU. Normally, that would mean that your overclock is too tight, that you need to loosen it. I'm gonna rip out this shit quick release mount. It's the worst thing ever. Bro, that's so bad. So you haven't overclocked anything. You have XMP on, basically. Bro, I hate this shit. This can't be like if you switch out graphics cards a lot, this is cancer. It takes like 40 minutes to reseat the graphics card. Oh, you run a 6400 on the 12700 KF. Hmm. That seems fast. I think it's only like supports 5600. That might be the reason. Okay, let's connect that. Alright, let's start this up again. We have to reset CMOS now to get into BIOS, maybe? Let's see. You can try 6000 and see. La situazione! Do we have a... Oh, this motherboard does not have a JBAT. Alright, I am never buying a motherboard, like a high-end motherboard that's not MSI. They're like 15 years behind. So we have to remove the CMOS now. What is this? I hate this. Oh my god. I kind of want to throw this PC out my window now. Oh, alright. Let's see. Prime. Manual. Can we just Google first? Is it called different stuff, maybe? Oh, yeah, wait. To clear the CMOS, use the CLRTC jumper. Bro, are they fucking retarded? They put the jumper underneath the graphics card. Are they serious? What? Oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with these people, bro? What is happening? The whole reason to use the jumper is to make it easy. I'm returning this shit motherboard. I am not using this. Oh, great. It's not there. In the manual, they show it. And then it's not there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna return this. I mean, it's like 110 Swedish crowns more expensive. The MSI motherboard. And this is shit. It's gonna be a pain in my ass taking this out, sending it back. But I'm not using a computer with these many problems. Before you can even use it. Great, now it doesn't even turn on. Bring it. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? What the fuck were they thinking when they made this? We're in BIOS. I mean, it feels like Asus is 15 years behind MSI in their BIOS. How do you update BIOS? What are they doing, bro? Like how? Why isn't there a menu for this? I know you can hold the switch on the back and connect your USB to that port, but I don't want to do that. All right, let's see here. Go into tools. All right, here we have Asus EasyFlash 3 utility. How? Why is it? It's hidden. It's like 3 steps in a menu. On MSI, it's on the front page. I swear, bro. Do you really want to update BIOS? Yes. Right, updating. This is. I'm just mad, bro. I'm upset for this shit motherboard. Like, how can it not? You're also updating BIOS? Oh, scary. But how can it not detect if that now was the problem with PCIe Gen 5? We don't know yet. If like the Russians attack now, we're cooked. That would not be good. You're updating the 12700KF BIOS. Is it supposed to run 6400? 70%. I don't have a progress count. Okay, 6400. That is pretty fast. Update successful. System will be reset. Okay. Is this SSD even running at Gen 5? I don't think it is. I thought Gen 5 was like super fast. What was the name of this SSD? I don't even remember. Recommended 4800. No. That's low, bro. How can that be recommended? Okay, so this SSD Crucial P310. It's Gen 4, bro. BIOS is updating LED firmware. Do not shut down or reset the system. Okay. So this is only Gen 4. Why is this happening? So the only SSD slot that has the heatsink is the first one. I have not tried a different SSD slot. I am not. If I have to use this SSD in a different SSD slot because this motherboard is retarded, I'm gonna light this shit on fire. BIOS updating internal Thunderbolt retimer firmware. Bro, I've updated BIOS. Why is it doing a bunch of random shit after we've already updated BIOS? This sucks, bro. This is the worst motherboard I think I've ever used. This is worse than like a basic H610 motherboard. We start at the same time. This is a scam. Off topic, clear. What did you eat earlier? I ate spaghetti bolognese. And it was crazy good, bro. Okay, now it's completed and BIOS sees the Windows Boot Manager. I do not have a graphics card installed though right now. Should we boot into Windows? Or should... I'm just gonna go right away and install the graphics card and see what happens. This is like messed up, bro. I hate this flash, like the quick mount. But I've only seen quick mount. It's a button, you know, not like a handle you have to pull like a lever. What do you think about the Stairmaster machine? I think that's about as good as ASUS motherboards. Look, it doesn't go in, bro. This shit. Quick release. Like, what is happening? This is so bad. You have to like push it in, like violently push it in, and jank it like 4 times for it to like hook into the quick release. All right, turning on. But it's really strange that the driver inside of Windows controls if you can see the SSD in BIOS. That doesn't make any sense. Wait. Attention. ME firmware update required. What is ME firmware? Can I take a picture of this? Please take one of the following actions. 1. Press F1 to enter BIOS setup. This message will reappear if ME firmware is not updated. Press Y for easy flash use to zip file to update ME firmware. What is ME firmware? What is this? This is the worst motherboard I've ever used. What is this? I just updated BIOS. What is ME firmware? Intel Management Engine. What is happening? It's so bad. Oh my god, this is so bad. ME. Intel ME update tool. Intel has identified security issues that could potentially place impacted platforms at risk. Use ME update tool to update your ME. We suggest you update the ME driver simultaneously. Please download, check the SHA256 code. What the fuck is this, bro? What driver am I on? I'm on 2006. Quick question. Shoot. I'm just gonna download this and put them in. Let's see what happens. It says a red text before starting tests in Cruncher. Alright, what does it say? So is this an like should you run this where? Should you run this inside of Windows or should you run it in BIOS? Hybrid systems do not play well with high performance computing. Exceed what? Exect. I'm not sure what that means, bro. I have not used Y-Cruncher on DDR5 on Intel. So maybe that's a problem. There's a lot of red text though when you run it. If you go into the Discord and tag Doof, DOOF, he's like an expert on RAM overclock. ME update tool. That's an app that you use. Okay, so both of them are apps. All right, so let's boot into Windows. If it's working on this shit motherboard and see what happens. Oh my god, Asus motherboard. You asked ChatGPT? Okay, what did it say? Hub system is performance and efficiency course. Oh. Oh, great. Windows is corrupted again. Alright, let's reinstall Windows. Oh my god. The thing is, I don't even think the BIOS update thing like is the problem. It's gonna be the. Is it working? No, it's gonna be the Gen 5 thing. But when the SSD isn't Gen 5, it's only Gen 4, it shouldn't be a problem. I hate installing Windows, bro. If you have to do it once a week, it doesn't matter. I've done install Windows like 4 times today. 5 times with this. I have not tried a different slot. I'm not. If I have to switch the slot and not use the intended one, I'm not gonna use this motherboard. I'm gonna pack it up and send it back. Wait, what the fuck happened? So before, um, after I built the PC, as soon as we installed the driver, it crashed, and I was too hungry. I just wanted to go eat, so I decided, fuck this, I'm taking a break. And now we're back. I reinstalled Windows. Everything was working until I installed the driver again, and then it crashed. My first thought was that when the graphics card runs at PCIe Gen 5, it corrupts the SSD slot. They both run on the same like PCIe Gen 5 slot. That was the problem. But the SSD is only Gen 4. So that shouldn't be a problem. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a BIOS problem. So we're updating the BIOS now. But it still corrupts Windows when it crashes. So I'm reinstalling Windows now. 20%. But a different, like if that is the problem that it can't handle the PCIe Gen like slots, then switching slot should work. It works, so after it corrupts Windows, nothing works on that Windows. I have to reinstall Windows basically. So I haven't installed the driver without the graphics card because that doesn't work. You can't do that. But what I could do to see if that's a problem is to connect the 4060. Because that doesn't run on PCIe Gen 5. That's on the PCIe Gen 4. To see if that's working. But if I have a high-end motherboard with the best CPU on the planet, and it can't run my graphics card, a 5070, with a Gen 4 SSD in the top slot, that's not happening, bro. I'm returning this shit motherboard if that's the case. Alright, 51%. Oh, this is very time consuming. So to test it each time, we have to reinstall Windows and the driver. The two most time-consuming things when setting up a new PC. What's the next step if this doesn't work? You looked stats. Locked or looked? What? You looked? Like, did people overlook it? Maybe it's like a silicon thing that some CPUs can run, but some can't. I wanted to install Fortnite and play Fortnite see the FPS. B580 and the 41B has the best click save ratio. What is click save? Like on like pre-sales, like pre-builds. What? But the B580 like sounds good. I like the name. And the VRAM, bro. I forgot. It's on the. Oh, clicks on marketplace. Oh, really? That's interesting. That is interesting. Maybe people are just curious. No DMs though. No. But what does the B580 perform as? Let's see here. What is the NVIDIA equivalent to the B580? Oh no. The NVIDIA equivalent to the B580 is the RTX 4060. That's not good. I was hoping it's gonna be like a 4060 Ti at least. Otherwise it's a scam. So you only get the same performance, but at a higher cost. And the risk of like weird driver issues and stuff like that. What were they thinking? Alright. Let's connect you to a network. I don't have internet. Yeah, but how can they compare to 4060? But I think that's it. It might be because everybody's playing on 1080p. And then you don't really utilize the VRAM. That could be a problem. But you should check. Like download Cyberpunk. And compare the FPS. And then link that video in like when you sell it. Right, this might take a few minutes. If this is gonna be a problem with this build, I could, you know what? I have the opportunity to do this. So all right, let's connect this, and then I need another HDMI cable so you can see what I'm looking at. Until we have Fortnite, it doesn't really matter, you know. I'm only gonna have 60 hertz, but that's okay. Right? Does it have an HDMI? Oh, it does. It did not. Yeah, this. Right, output. Right, let's restart. So now you should be able to see BIOS and everything. I should have done this right away. It's not that annoying. And you know, while I still have a capture card that can output HDMI, might as well do this. Come on, bro. Well, I'm really really happy that I didn't do the cable management and took care of everything. Like, we didn't even install the RGB, the fan, like anything. And now if this motherboard is gonna be this ass, I'm happy with that decision. It's not looking good, bro. Why is this taking? Oh no. Alright. So when we have the USB connected, sometimes it like messes up the bootloader and wants to boot from the USB, not the SSD. I have no patience left. I'm just gonna turn off and start up again. Yeah, I just checked it also on Amazon. It's still cheap, bro. I think I'm gonna order that. Like, I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna keep this PC or sell it. But with every passing second. Oh, that's smart, bro. Here we go to the place where I belong. MSI said 890. But it's a weak delivery, bro. Okay. So we need the driver. So it wasn't the latest GPU driver. Should we just use that instead? I don't know if it matters. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to update this also. I have never used an app like this. I'm not even sure what it's gonna do. That didn't work. Bro, this is the worst motherboard I've ever used. Okay, so they don't work. That's great. Okay, let's see what happens. If it corrupts it or not. What do I prioritize? Now, I got the CPU for free. Imagine if I paid, like, if I bought this CPU, I would be so. Oh my god. Who wants to spend the time fixing shit because of, like, bad information, bad developers? There's one thing, when you want to tweak or try to boost your FPS by doing some weird shit. That's fine, that's one thing. But this is not acceptable. Intel 9 285K graphics card. How much would this PC cost to build today? You got a crucial SSD as well, right? The P310. It's the one I'm using right now. The one that we got from iNet. Mega click. We're about to find out if it's gonna crash. No! Oh, so it was a BIOS thing. So we've never gotten this far. Alright, let's restart. So it was the BIOS. That's fucked up. They can't release the motherboard with a BIOS that crashes and corrupts your Windows. What if I had a Windows that I wanted to move over from an old PC, which was what I was trying to do with the second SSD? That might have been fucked now also. We don't know. Yeah, this seems to be working now. I forgot to remove the USB. Hopefully that's not gonna be a problem. Yeah. Okay, so this seems to work now. This just looks weird, right? The Ultra 9, 205k. Okay, so we have the driver. Let's connect the USB. I have never seen this many cores, no. On my own PC. Which is kind of crazy. 24 cores. But the 14900KF also had 24 cores, right? So it's not like cool for that reason. Yes. Oh, the KF does not. Oh, only the KS. I did not know that. Oh, both have. Okay. Oh, you had the K. Wait, so the F has less cores. Do we have to do this? I'm not sure that we do. We're about to find out. Let's copy the CarFMX, the Discord, the Epic Games. No, do not copy Epic Games, because that's gonna fuck up sometimes. Let's use that. Do we need anything else here? Let's rename this. Let's only do the 2013 64. And this one 64. Now you're just rage baiting. I never rage bait. These are in general for games like to have these installed. I'm not sure about Fortnite alone, but as soon as you use Unreal Engine, then you need these. And I have to burn and use it. So I usually just install everything, but I will make a video. Should you update Windows? Someday. Like, I should do it sooner rather than later. And I will. Are these two updated? I'm not sure if they are, bro. Right, I'm gonna copy it over from the other PC. I had the newest driver. That's when I first got these problems. But I thought it was the driver first. So then I tried a different driver. That wasn't the problem. So I went back a few versions. You shouldn't use the latest driver. Usually it's just a scam. They're like tricking you. Alright, Fortnite. Copy Fortnite. I'm gonna connect this SSD. Alright, let's enable XMP at least on this one. Should I increase speed? For 1200 is working on 4800. Yes. I think you should be able to run 5600 on that. But I'm not sure if you can trust me. Alright. Bro, why is this taking 10 hours to copy Fortnite? Right, I'm gonna do something I probably shouldn't. Right, we're gonna connect the other SSD. I'm not sure where it went though. I mean, this is supposed to be a fun experience. I love setting up a new PC. I just gotten so spoiled lately with setting up either low-end Intel or high-end AMD. And everything just works. There's no problems. Alright, before we do this, I'm gonna run a pass mark. No! You know, I only care about the CPU and the RAM. We're gonna do this like crazy tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. I'm not sure if I want to do this tomorrow. Like overlooking. It's just gonna mess everything up. Fuck everything up. Right, so the 14900K hit 61 point something K. And some other guy hit 58K. And this should be around 60K. Will we see OCing tomorrow? Maybe. Right now, I wanna take like a large hammer and smash this PC in 10 billion pieces. So if I feel differently tomorrow, maybe. I'm not gonna start overlooking with this hatred in my heart. It might have... I need to put the fans maybe higher because it's on silent now. So it's like ramping up when it gets hot. And then maybe it's throttling. I don't know. Oof! What? It beat the living shit out of the 14900 KF. K, non F. Alright, let's see the RAM. And this is stock, bro. Imagine when we clock this. I have never seen that high. That score that high. When I'm like, the highest benchmark I've seen is like, was it 55k? Something like that? 51k? The 14900k hit 61,000 something. So this is above 10% better. That is interesting. And the RAM is now running at 6400 CL32 without touching anything else. Bro, alright. I'm getting excited to see the FPS. Oh my god, the memory latency is 69. What? That should be closer to 40. Or it's gonna be closer to 40 when we overclock it. Good memory score is 4200 and above. Below 4000, that's bad. But expo profile is bad. Bro, this is worse than it should be. What? 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 That's not good, bro. What is this? Something's wrong. I'm like 3500 is like reasonable for expo XMP. And these timings aren't loose. Like, these are decent timings. That is a little bit weird. Alright, let's save. So I'm gonna create like a thread tomorrow. So this is gonna be our base plate. What's the highest speeds? The highest speed I've run is 7200 on a 6000 kit. So I'm not sure like how far it can go. Probably higher. Like, if you loosen your timings, it could probably go higher also. But how did this score so high with this so low? That is a little bit funny, bro. Alright, so we have that now. I'm gonna shut down. We're gonna connect my other SSD, which has Fortnite on it. Copy Fortnite. And hopefully it's not gonna crash. Alright, let's boot. I think this is the SSD that has the game on it. Wait. Where's the rest of this SSD? This is a big disk, bro. Where's the... I'm gonna go off already? Oh, so it's unallocated. That's okay. We don't need that part. Look at this, bro. This is so much faster. All right, are we ready to install Epic Games? I'm gonna see if we have WAB on this. Have a good one. Flashers, take care. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll talk to you some other night. Okay, let's see here. So I just want to stop Windows Update and enabling the mirrored connection that we did before, and disabling like pausing Windows for a while works. What is this? Oh, it's not here. I thought it was. Alright, that's a little bit strange. Okay, let's just connect internet. And did I have Brave? Chrome. Alright, let's do Chrome instead then. Alright, where's the internet? What? Alright, since Edge already is installed, we're gonna download the WAB with Edge. Is this the right download? This is sketchy, bro. I hate when it looks like too easy. Is this a scam? It might be. It wasn't. It's just retarded. Alright, so this blocks Windows Update, basically. So we're gonna... Why is this in Swedish, bro? So we're gonna disable that. And now Windows shouldn't install anything in the background. So it's on mirror connection, which you can enable here, which is like you're on a 4G modem or something like that. Let's try and install Discord. And that was Afterburner. And also Epic Games. Sometimes, if we have problems with the runtimes, this won't work. So we're about to find out. We can't really tell until it's almost completed, the Afterburner. So that's a scam. It seems to be working. Right, enter the code. Oh, you can see. What is this scam, bro? I'm not sure if this does anything. Like, either you have access or you don't. Right, we're gonna leave this server now. Alright, so what do we need here? We want the crosshair. Oh! Ah, shoot. I should have also transferred the... I should have transferred the Rivertune overlay. Now we only have the older one. Did I have? Alright, we have Captain Max. Alright, let's see Epic Games. You have flashers added on Fortnite. Oh, that's pretty good. Is this installed in Brave or not? Why is it taking us to the what? Wait, is it connecting Brave to the bro? What is this? I specifically clicked no. I do not want to download it on the Microsoft Store, and still it's pushing for that. That's bad. Alright, I'm gonna stop using Brave. If that's the way they wanna play it, I'm not gonna use Brave anymore. They can't do that. Okay, so... Oh wait, did I not copy... I did not copy that. Why? Why didn't I copy that? I have no idea what's going on. Alright, let's switch to SSD. I am so glad that we fixed the SSD problem, because that was really annoying. But so what do we write now with this CPU? This is gonna look pretty strange, I think. Oh, this is the old one. I don't have the new one. Maybe not. Maybe I don't. That's not good, bro. I moved them around a little bit, just a tiny bit. Right. I'm not sure how much this helps, but might as well. Right, start install. Close this. Annoying pop-up. Pause. Can we see ID and password? You want to see both? What is this, bro? One of them would like, okay, maybe, bro. But both of them? Alright, Epic Games, Fortnite. Rename this to Fortnite 2. Copy in Fortnite. Well, don't copy paste. I'll like move it. Local app data. Paste this. And you're done. Are we ready for this? I'm gonna connect my monitor again. So we don't have to look at like 60 hertz. Like leave it in 2005 or something. Right, we're gonna duplicate. All right. What? Nitro was good, bro. It's been a while. Yeah, 500 hertz. When you use Nitro OS, you can double. So I had like 250 hertz. Now I got 500. Pretty crazy. That's why I'm telling everybody, use Nitro OS, bro. It's crazy. $180. Is it before or after using your OS? All right. So, what do we write here? Ultra 9? This does not look good, bro. This looks weird, right? We can't use this. But that's what it says. Ultra 9 285K. It looks like a child, like... I don't know, I'm not happy with that. Hey, can you use commands on YouTube? I don't know. So we have the Ultra 9 285K, 32 gigabytes of 6400 CL32 RAM, a very good SSD. It's a Gen 5 P310, like 7100 read and 6,000 write. Really good SSD. And then a 5070. Pretty good. But I won the CPU from like a Twitch streamer actually. It's a electronic store here in Sweden. They had like a giveaway. I would not buy this, to be honest. It is crazy for editing though, but not for games. I think. I haven't even tested it so far. Bro, did the stream freeze? It's roasted, bro. You have a 3070? Ryzen 5 5600. 30 GB RAM. I think the Ryzen 5 5600 only supports DDR4. So you should have DDR4. Stream frozen. I have no idea why. My screen isn't frozen. Display settings. Let's see here. Identify. So Windows is working. Wait, the game. Wait, what happened? Does it? It updates the game when I update. Wait, what? Right, this is very strange. So the game freezes. Wait, what is this? This is very strange. what kind of bug is this? I had a bug. We have so much trouble with this PC, bro. We are not getting a lot of FPS though. This is not a good look for Intel. Alright, I'm gonna try. I think it might have been like the driver or something. So let's wait. I'm in the lobby now. Oh, so it updates when. Bro, this is very strange. What is happening? Let's restart. Why is it updating? Why is it like a bunch of weird problems now? What is this? Is it Fortnite that's the problem, or is it the capture card? Why you get Intel? So this CPU is the best on the planet for editing. It beats every single AMD CPU in Premiere Pro for rendering and stuff like that. So, like for that reason, if people buy it for that reason, I fully understand it. But if you play games and you edit, like the 5950X3D, it's a little bit worse. But it's not like night and day difference. But how much does that cost? Oh, it's 250 euros more expensive than this. And this is still better for editing, the one I have. Bro, that's expensive. Crazy. But let's say if you play games and edit, I think this one, like either you have some, like I have the 9800 3D for gaming, and then I have the Ultra 9 285K for editing. Then it's better to just get this. So you don't have to buy both of them. But like I said before, I won this CPU. I would never buy this CPU. So I want it, and I might sell it, but I'm gonna keep it for a while. I want to edit on it. I want to see how it performs, run some FPS tests and stuff like that. I have 2 channels. Yeah. How much? I think we're about to hit 3K on the other one. Bro, this is close. 2.96. That's gonna be crazy though. Oh, this almost got a 500 views, bro. What? That's good. But I want to spend more time on this channel. This is more fun. This is more me. I'm subbed to both. Let's go, Nitro. Thank you. Alright, so now it seems like it's working. Let's try. Alright, we can start a thread here. Alright, can we add the first one? This RAM score is surprisingly low. Let's try. Maybe there was like a one-time thing. So this is not going to be an overclocking. So we're going to do that tomorrow, or probably the day after. Now I'm just curious why Fortnite froze on the capture card. Should I restart the capture card first? Maybe I should have done that. Alright, if the problem persists, we're gonna try that. Well, I'm AFK. Alright. Alright, this is looking way better. And we did nothing. So we had 69 latency first. That is strange. What happened? We did nothing. Oh, let's rerun CPU. I'm back! Welcome back, Nitro. The stream wasn't the same without you. That's one perk of having like a channel with less subs. When people actually like join the stream, It's just the two of us. Because there's not a lot of people watching. But it was more like when we built the PC, but it was earlier in the day. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, bro, I forgot about the. Oh no. One thing I would like to understand. When I press start, open the start menu, and I type in HW, 90% of the time, it opens HW info. And then sometimes it just doesn't and opens like weird stuff. Which is pretty strange. The only reason I'm in the stream because I'm sick and will be school right now. Oh. That's not good, bro. What are you sick in? Is it something serious? Or is it just like, oh, I'm sick? That's not what I meant. I mean like just a little like a cold, a headache, or like something like that. 68868. Alright, so we're gonna use this tomorrow when we try normal talk. You don't know? Maybe they named the disease after you. You have a chronic lung disease. It's not bad, only is that when you get like a cough, it's a bit worse. Oh, like asthma or something like that. Hmm. That is unfortunate. But not as bad. Okay. So, which country were you from? Did you live in Australia? Was it you? The Chris Hemsworth of YouTube. So, how does healthcare work in Australia? Do you have like a free healthcare system? Or do you need a private insurance? No idea. Oh, that's not good. What if they call you for help? Then you don't know what's happening. We need to connect the USB to this, otherwise I won't be able to hear anything. It sounds way worse than it actually is. Oh, well, I was just thinking like in general, like how does it work? Because I know in the US you need to have a private insurance, otherwise you're cooked if something happens. In Sweden, you have a public health plan. So you don't have to get like a private one. You can get a private one if you want to get like more like specific help. But in general, you don't need one. I don't have one. I think you probably do in Australia. Because I feel like Australia is in many ways very similar to the US, but better. Like the base is the US, but everything is just a little bit better and like smarter. But I don't know if that's true. Has no good snacks. Oh, that's bad, bro. Snacks are important. But what's a good snack? You have like chocolate? We have crazy good chocolate in Sweden. Oh my god, Lay's. I used to live and die for Lay's barbecue. But at some point, they changed how it tasted like. I think EU did something, like they banned a substance or something like that. And they ruined it. Now my favorite chips is like a chili chips. From a like local store. Or it's not local where I live, it's local to Sweden. How's not the local store? This is so good. But that's I saw a like there's a food guy that travels around the world eating stuff, and he took a bag of potato chips in the US, and it had, I think it was 50 something ingredients. And then he took a bag of chips in like Norway, like something in the EU, and it had like 4, which is crazy. And then he did like a bunch of these like different stuff, and then in one video had like French fries in McDonald's, and in the US it was like 100 different flavors, so like ingredients, flavor enhancements and oils and stuff like that. In Sweden they have 2. It's like potatoes and salt. It's crazy how big a difference it is. But there's a reason why people in the US are like morbidly obese. They put so much weird stuff in there, like the calories, like it's crazy. I'm not ready for this, bro. Am I gonna get third party now? I hate this shotgun, bro. 2 shots. That's not enough. I want to go to Sweden one day. If you ever do, you should visit. I will treat you to some chili chips. It's far away from Australia. I want to go to Australia also one day. It's so far away. I also want to go to the US. That would be nice. But to go to Sydney and see, I'm not even sure what it's called. The opera house. What do you know what it's called? That would be fun to see in real life. Why the US? Number one reason, it's cool. Like the US is it's like a walking meme. It's a fun place to just take in and like enjoy. But I want to go to like landmarks. I want to walk at Miami Beach. I want to eat a $1 slice pizza in New York. I want to like you do stuff, you know? Yo, my friend from London came to visit and said our food tastes like chemicals. Yeah, we were just talking about that. How there's a influencer on, I think it's TikTok. He compares how much ingredients you guys have to countries in Europe. That like a bag of chips here has like 4 or 5 ingredients, and in the US it's like 100. Oh, we didn't get the crown. We got scammed. Here's on the latest driver. I installed the second latest driver. Got some weird problems with the latest one. I should use the latest drivers. There's always problems. I'm not sure why. Also, Crosser X, if you use Game Boy stands, you can close the actual process. Oh, because when you use Crosser X, it's using 400 megabytes of your RAM in the background. And mine is using 15. I didn't know you could close it if you did that. Bro, I hate this shit. I'm not sure this is even better. Like, we got 3 shotguns. What is this? I mean, look at the FPS. We're only getting 300 FPS from a CPU that costs like 600 euros. I switched to the shotgun, and still it just sprayed with SMG. I don't know, but it's just it's hard to play when you're compiling shaders. You know, we should do the shader compile first. How you get it? The micros here. Yeah, this FPS is so bad, bro. I thought this would compete with a 9600X or up to the 7800X 3D. This is garbage, bro. This is so bad. Like 320 FPS. This is more or less the same FPS as a 5800X. I'm very disappointed, bro. Alright, let's see if this works. This would be nice if you could do the entire shader comp like this. Saves so much. Can you return piece part? So I got the CPU for free. It didn't cost me anything. And the only thing that I bought for this was the motherboard, basically. So it's not that important. Like, the main reason why I wanted to get this like set up instead of just selling the CPU when I got it was for editing. And it is crazy for editing. It's the best CPU on the planet for editing. So that still, you know, makes sense. But I'm a little bit... what should I say? I'm a little bit sad that Intel like dropped the ball completely. So I wish they could step it up a little bit. Because it's not in like competition. For a third of the price, you can get more FPS on AMD. Below a third even, like a fourth of the price, which is it's just crazy. The monitor, I've had the monitor for a while. How many PCs do you have? I have the 12400F, the 14400F, the 12700KF. I have a 12600 KF that's not working right now. I think it's something with the motherboard. Then the 14600 KF CPU that's not installed in a PC. And then the 14700 KF, that's my previous PC, like main PC, which averages around 400 FPS. So the 14700 KF gets more FPS than this. And now this PC. And on AMD side, I have two, the 7600X and the 9800X 3D. I just had two 9800X 3D PCs, but I sold one. Rich, I mean, it's a lot of money in PC parts. But up until like 1.5 years ago, I had one PC. Two PCs, basically. And I've just been flipping PCs a lot. Trying to make a small profit each time. So that's why I'm like suggesting to everybody, sell your PC, bro. Sell it, build a new one. Flip it, sell it. And I try to earn some money. Maybe from looking at like 1-2 years ago. The 56 and the 37. That's a good PC, like today. How much did you pay for it? Because prices on PCs has gone up. Wait, how much did he pay for it? Oh my god, 200. Yeah, that's not bad though. I was building, nothing happens. It's just like it feels like the game is like 4 seconds behind. 2000, bro. What? You got scammed. Wait, is that... How much is that? LJ, thank you for watching. Good night. Hope you sleep well. And I'm very disappointed in this CPU. Oh, okay, so Australian dollar is not that bad. I mean, the graphics card was worth a lot 2 years ago. There was like a hype around that. But it is still expensive. I would say that maybe 1500 is more reasonable. So it's not that bad. I thought it was 2000 USD. Which would be 3000 Australian. But still, it is quite a lot. But yeah, that's the problem. Is people go to like a retailer, like a micro mart or whatever it's called, and then say, "Hey, my son plays this game. Do you have a good PC?" Yeah, we have this, and then we have this PC. It's much better. You should get this. And the dad says, of course, he doesn't want to lose his hour, bro. So he says, "Yeah, we want the more expensive one." And then he gets scammed. Almost the same as the people that buy this game, bro. You don't have Micro Center. No. We don't have it in Sweden either. I know it's like popular in the US. But stores like that. Yeah, I've seen some videos from Corey. Good optimization YouTuber. I used to think that also. Until he posted a optimization guide claiming to boost your FPS with like 80%. And I was like, bro, you're not gaining 80% FPS by doing some tweaks. That's not how it works. 5% maybe, not 80%. And yeah, I called him out. I made a video about it on this channel if you don't watch it. And he removed his video. So it's not longer, it's not up anymore. A lot of people were like, bro, why did you fake your benchmarks? This is a scam. You're like, I don't know. But 80% is just, I don't know. He should know better. He should know way, way better than to try and claim that he got 80%. And he also, like, when he shows his benchmarks, he's showing two different benchmarks. So on the first, he's showing the analyze tab, and on the second one, he's showing the compare tab. And he's not comparing the 1% lows again. Like, he's showing different methods. Like, the whole video is just a scam. And I got pretty upset, so I made a video about it and roasting him a little bit about it, which he deserved. I do not regret making it. And his video got like 300,000 views, and then he removed it. Spat out my teeth. No, not the teeth. Bro, look at that FPS. It's only pushing 300 FPS. But I feel like Intel has gotten worse FPS this season. Because if you watch back my FPS videos, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And not for AMD, just for Intel. But why is this CPU only pulling 80 watts? This should be pulling like 200 watts. Why is that? Could it be that it's not running on the power cord? I've seen some videos saying that if you disable equal... Wait, the pump is back! What? When did that happen? I haven't played for a few days. I've seen a lot of people switch, so they main Linux during the day, and then they switch to Windows again. But when did the pump come back? Now I want a good loadout so we can get an animation. I haven't posted a short in a while. I'm gonna make like an espresso video tomorrow. Your dad wants to use Mac? No. Mac is like straight up a scam. Like it is a scam. They even know about it themselves. No offense to your dad, but only drones use Mac. No offense. I would never do such a thing. But let me ask you, what phone do you have? Why is FPS so bad? This is not a good thing. Did he just kill my... Bro, he just killed me. That was a clip, right? I mean, it's a lot less annoying the Windows. I mean, here's the thing. If you do, I want to say work, editing, some of that on the road. The new MacBook with like the M chip, that's hard to do. Like it's so power efficient and strong compared to Windows laptops. So if that's like your main area, like your usage area and your argument, I get it. But for anything else, I just don't like it. But I don't know, I'm a gamer, so obviously my opinion is a little bit tainted, I guess. But if you do editing like I do at home, Intel is better. Nothing beats this CPU that I have right now. This PC is the best in the world for editing, and nothing is gonna beat that. But the convenience of having a close enough powerful laptop for what you're supposed to do on edit, I think Mac is in a lot of cases the better choice. Probably, but I still wouldn't get one. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you can't do anything. I think you can stream on Mac, like use OBS at least. If you can play on it, well, like if you don't play on your PC, what are you using your computer for? Then you might as well just use like an iPad. Then I get it. Because iPads are great. You're just so far ahead over the competition. You have an iPad. Oh. What use white for your crosshair? It looks clean. I had an option to get the full crosshair, so you could change the color and everything. But I don't really think about my crosshair. Like, it's supposed to be subtle. Because I hate the Fortnite crosshair. It's just too big, you know? And it changes color and size and everything. I just want it to be like a small helper. Like, I don't know. I don't look at the crosshair that much, to be honest. I look more at the environment and when you're fighting and the logical things. But, yeah. I used to play with the blue one. But I don't know. I like this one. It's just, I don't think about it. You know, it's so small and clean. So it's just... It's not in the way. You like the old shape, like the cross with the empty inside of it. That was nice. Especially with this AR, it's fine. But with the old AR, when you had the sight with a mark in the middle. No, when you didn't have the mark in the middle, then it was way better. It was like clean. But I think it depends a little bit. And honestly, I'm not sure it matters that much. But it's nice to have some options. I like to customize my gaming experience as much as I can, I guess. It's just fun, you know. I have my own crosshair app. I just added I renamed it. So instead of just calling it Klitak Crosshair app, so Klitak Crosshair, I decided to name it Clicks. I made it with ChatGPT and some tutorials on YouTube. It's nothing special, really. Anyone can make it. Did we blow everything up here? Oh, I thought I could hit it. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. No! Not now, bro. I don't have any heals left. Oh my god, we're cooked. How do you download the app? It's on Discord if you want it. You have to become a beta tester on my Discord. Like, use my credit code, and then you get like a roll. I'm cooked, bro! Come on, you have to believe in me! That we got so lucky with that escape. You're not allowed on Discord? I can send it to you. Do you have my email? Send me an email and I can email it to you. It's kletak@gmail.com. You're only 10? Ooh. I thought you were at least like 14, 15 maybe. Oh no, somebody's here, bro. Is that him? Oh, and he's cheating. Anonymous, yeah, I would love to be anonymous. I'm kidding. He might have the mythic AR, but still, hitting 4 headshots in a row, that doesn't happen. He's probably cheating. Yeah, it's kletak@gmail.com. Is it worth the price? No. Like, if you do a lot of editing and you play games, get the 7950X 3D. It's not as good for editing, but kinda. But it beats the shit out of this in FPS. Because this is weak, bro. This gets about the same FPS as a, I want to say 5800X for like a fourth of the price. This is so bad, bro. Like, value-wise, it's not good. I don't understand what Intel is doing. So I won this CPU for free, so I should not complain. But I would never pay for it. Like, buy it. All right. But maybe you need another game. Like, Fortnite is very specific when it comes to the FPS. Probably gonna go to bed soon. Right, where should we land? I just want to compile shaders as fast as possible. But I wonder, why does this get worse FPS than the 14700 KF? It doesn't make any sense. But it might be that it has 24 cores, and it's like 8 of them are power cores. And the rest is E-cores. And he kills this, bro. Come on. What an asshole. I'm dead now if somebody's shooting at me, bro. Please. Can you put the crosshair app link in description? It doesn't have a link right now, but I can upload it to my Google Drive. Maybe that works. Don't have enough wood, bro. You're gonna be the worst.